Hello friends, this is Cold Run back with Dragon Age Inquisition. We are here in the Redcliffe Chantry, a beautiful little place with light streaming through the windows, candles on the floor, and a book to be read. And really nice stained glass. Holy crap, this is really cool. What's going on here? You got 3 people with a human sacrifice. Really? Is that what's really going on? It certainly looks like it. What the fuck? What the... It looks like there's a body on the table and blood is streaming down the body and people are above it are like... And the person on the right's like, high five, bro. Then you got a woman climbing a mountain and someone in a veil at the top, or in a cloak rather, at least, with her back to the wall, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe she's veiled with a crown. What's here? This is a knight on top of someone with a crown and fire. So this theme of a crown and flames keeps recurring here. And then there's people below her. A woman holding a key with a woman in a crown atop it. Or a person in a crown, at least with long hair. Fire and crown again. Beardy Peterson and a woman in fire. Is Andraste, is that Andraste? Is Andraste in fire? Is that how she was killed? So maybe fire is their version of a cross for Jesus? Something like that. Interesting. Anyway, let's read this book. Circle of Magi. Oh, I guess we don't get the book. So yeah, we got a couple of codices to unlock. Last time we met Dorian, and he was going out of his way to help us, and we have to head back to the War Council to regroup to talk what to do about this whole Redcliffe business. But yeah, let's check out some codices. If I can find the one that I haven't... Oh, Circle of Magi, right. Circle of Magi was established centuries ago to protect us, and to protect those without magic from the things we might do. No man in his right mind would disagree that these are noble goals. I refuse to believe that the Chantry intended the injustice and oppression we suffered in the intervening years. Segregation of mages from non-mages within Templar-guarded compounds was the best, possibly the only option available. I'm guessing this is Vivienne? Vormund, Queen of Cumberland, no, but maybe someone, I don't know. We have recently had to face the stark reality that the system failed us. Yeah, this is not Vivienne. Or maybe it is, I don't know. I mean, it's not Vivienne, but maybe it's a similar philosophy. Because Vivienne doesn't think the system worked perfectly. She just wanted to keep the system intact. We have recently had to face... Okay, the Circle of Magi in Ferelden's Kenlock Hold was one of the most liberally run, and even there we saw sedition and dissent, resulting in a failed revolt that nearly destroyed the entire tower. Perhaps stringency could work where leniency failed? I would present Kirkwall's gallows as evidence against such thinking. Knight Commander Meredith's vice grip on the circle in her care backfired, leaving us where we are now. Is that a place we've seen before? Have we been to the gallows in Dragon Age Origins or Dragon Age 2? If the circles, no matter how they are managed, do not, perhaps cannot function as intended, what next? There are no easy answers. The events of recent years have forced me to re-examine my views on freedom. As Equitarians, we have always advocated self-control and cooperation with the Chantry, but this approach may no longer serve. I must consider that our libertarian brothers and sisters had the right of it all along. Look at the strife and chaos that now consumes our world. Fighting for independence for a better system may not improve our situation. Fighting for independence for a better system may not improve our situation, but it cannot make it any worse. I guess we'll see. Yeah, a letter from Senior Enchanter Vormund, Queen of Cumberland, to a colleague dated 939 Dragon. What other group have I not read about? The Venatori. Who are the Venatori? I know... Oh, right, okay. I know that what you have been telling the others, you mouth the word cult and repeat the lies the Chantry has been spewing at us for 1,000 years. Look around you, my friend. See what mighty Tevinter is today, a once proud nation brought low, barely able to hold itself against the Oxmen. We neutered our mages at the behest of a foreign religion, exalted their false maker, and became the laughingstock of all Thedas. Now we have the chance to reclaim what is rightfully ours, but only if we act. We cannot wait to see which way the wind is blowing. We must make it blow. So this is the cult that Alexius is part of, or the sect. I'm not sure what. I mean, if someone's saying you call us a cult, but we're not really a cult, they're probably a cult. The Venatori are hunters, recruited in secret over several years. We will descend with deadly purpose to spill the blood of the South, that's why they're here, and make it ripe for conquest. When we return to our homeland, it will be as victors, with a new god as our patron. Who's their new god? Then the cowards who refuse to aid us will know their mistake in full, reported as evidence to the Herantium Circle of Magi, Dragon 940. So the Venatori are upset about the weakness of Tevinter, and their next step then is to change the religion from Chantry to this new god, to weaken the South and make it ripe for conquest, and to really, I guess, is it to unleash the Magi? I don't remember. I know there's something else going on. And then characters. I'm guessing this is Dorian was a new character. Can I go up to it? There we go. Yeah, Dorian Pavis. Got that sweet mustache. A light blasting out of his eyes. Infinite power in his right hand. One of those PlayStation tap this button screen icons on his neck. A book in his left. I think that's a snake. You don't see its head, but I think there's a snake twisting its way throughout him, so he's crafty or treacherous or something like that. Only child, Dorian Pavis. Only child and heir presumptive of to the senatorial seat of Magister Hallward Pavis. Dorian comes from a prestigious line of mages, prominent in the coastal Tevinter city of Caranus since the late Exalted Age. At that time, the Imperium was recovering from a failed Exalted March and the Fourth Blight. Gideon Pavis arose as the voice of reason within the Magisterium. His block of allies convinced the Imperium not to descend upon the weakened South, to extend a hand. Wait, okay, this is important. At the time the Imperium was recovering from failed Exalted March, Fourth Blight. Okay, Gideon Pavis. This is some grandsire, first of the main line. Arose as a voice of reason within the Magisterium. His block of allies convinced the Imperium not to descend upon the weakened South, to extend a hand of reconciliation to those who had once sought their destruction. So the failed Exalted March was an attack against Tevinter, I think. And Tevinter fended it off. And he was saying, let's have, I don't know if it's mercy yet, but he's saying, let's not just go and wreak havoc. That House Pavis remained standing even after Magister Gideon was tried for treason. Oh, so yeah, his voice was not holding sway, is a testament to the power he built, and as Dorian himself would claim, an excellent example of how internecine politics in Tevinter can bring low even the brightest star. A lesson he says one should never forget. What is internecine? I'm looking this up on Google right now. Internecine. Destructive to both sides in a conflict, or relating to conflict within a group or organization. So destructive to both sides in the conflict, the region's history of savage internecine warfare, relating to conflict within a group or organization. The party shrank from the trauma of more internecine strife. So this means that Dorian is going to be very much a compromiser. Someone who will not necessarily, he's going to be a bend but not break type, this means, if he's following this guy's example. He's going to try to find ways to keep the structure, to keep the whole of his organization safe. If he joins the Inquisition, that's really good, and I think he will become best friends with Vivienne. And I think if he joins the Inquisition, we're going to have to keep a watch out on our back, because could all just be him doing what he needs to do to strengthen Deventer. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. So yeah, we're due next. Let's pop out here and see if there's anything actually outside in any kind of low-hanging fruit in Redcliffe Village that we can knock out before we head back to the War Council.
Well, the malcontents pledged themselves to Deventer and joined a cult. I can hardly wait to see what comes next.
There are twists and turns enough to keep anyone occupied here.
Okay, so these two. I'm glad I brought them both, because Vivienne is like, I hope the Redcliffe mages get exactly what they deserve, and Solus is like, indeed, and it will certainly be intriguing to see what comes about, because he doesn't really have a dog in the chase. He doesn't really have a specific. He doesn't really have a. I don't know. He doesn't have a party a rooting interest the way that Vivienne does. He wasn't betrayed personally by these people. Yeah, so rather than going and starting to chase down more side quest stuff, let's actually take a little trip. It looks like we're done here for now. Let's take a little trip back to Haven, and yeah, let's see what we next do about the Redcliffe storyline. My time watching the afterbirth of a nation, watching the tension grow. Beep, beep, beep. So here we are, back in the Haven Chantry at the War Council. Let's see what's up here. In hushed whispers, this is the thing we were looking at. Champions of the Just is still there, but this is the thing we're following up on specifically. No, choosing the mages will make it impossible to work with the Templars, just like choosing the Templars will make it impossible to work with the mages. Okay, so this feels like a turning point. Like if I think the game is telling me if I complete Hushed Whispers, then Lord Seeker Lucius is going to be out for my blood, because I'll be like freeing the rebel mages. Are we doing it? I think we're doing it. I think, yeah, let's do it. Because the Templars, I feel like they're being jerks, but the rebel mages just sold themselves to Deventer because of the choices of Grand Enchanter Fiona, and that's a scary fate for them, and I don't want that for them. Okay, let's do it. We're doing this. Redcliffe Castle and the mages who could close the breach are under the control of Magister Alexius, a Venatori cultist with an unhealthy interest in Lavellin. In Lavellin? Oh, Lavellin as my last name. Okay, not just like the elves in general. Okay. And the power to reorder time itself. He has kindly invited Lavellin to the castle alone to negotiate. It's an obvious trap, but Liliana and her agents can infiltrate the castle and remove the Venatori threat while Alexius's attention is diverted. It's a dangerous game, but it's our best chance. Excuse me, hiccups.
We don't have the manpower to take the castle. Either we find another way in, or give up this nonsense and go and get the Templars.
Redcliffe is in the hands of a Magister. This cannot be allowed to stand.
The letter from Alexius asked for the Herald of Andraste by name. It's an obvious trap.
We need to stop arguing. No, we don't. This is healthy. How nice of him, or Alexius made his move.
Isn't that kind of him? What does Alexius say about me?
He's so complimentary that we are certain he wants to kill you.
Not
I love you, Liliana.
Redcliffe Castle is one of the most defensible fortresses in Ferelden. It has repelled thousands of assaults. If you go in there, you'll die, and we'll lose the only means we have of closing these rifts. I won't allow it.
And if we don't even try to meet Alexius, we lose the mages and leave a hostile foreign power on our doorstep.
Even if we could assault the keep, it would be for naught. An Orlesian Inquisition's army marching into Ferelden would provoke a war. Our hands are tied.
The Magister
Has outplayed us.
Let's get the Templars. No, I don't think it's over.
Magister's son Felix told me Alexius is in a cult that's obsessed with me. I doubt they'll graciously receive our apologies and go about their business.
They will remain a threat, and a powerful one, unless we act.
We cannot accept defeat now. There must be a solution.
I just noticed that when I'm in these scenes, I'm in like casual clothes. That's really cool. Because I'm like in town, I'm in like a safe zone, so I'm wearing my shirt or pajamas or whatever the hell I'm wearing. So how do we deal with this? This isn't worth the trouble. We need another way inside. Contact the Arl. Yeah, the Arl must know other ways inside.
Where's the Arl of Redcliffe? I'm sure he'd help us get his castle back.
After he was displaced, Arl Tegan rode straight for Dunrim to petition the Crown for help. I doubt he'll want our assistance once the Ferelden army lays siege to his castle.
Wait. There is a secret passage into the castle, an escape route for the family. It's too narrow for our troops, but we could send agents through.
Too risky. Those agents will be discovered well before they reach the Magister.
That's why we need a distraction. Perhaps the envoy Alexius wants so badly.
While they're focused on Lavelle, we break the Magister's defenses. It could work, but it's a huge risk.
Fortunately, you'll have help.
Ah, bless you.
This man says he has information about the Magister and his methods, Commander.
Your spies will never get past Alexius's magic without my help. So if you're going after him, I'm coming along.
The plan puts you in the most danger. We can't in good conscience order you to do this. We can still go after the Templars if you'd rather not play the bait. It's up to you.
In hushed whispers. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, so and look at him. He's got his own portrait and everything. No, he doesn't. So maybe he's not a real party member. Oh wait, yes, he does. He is a party member, or he will be at least. Let's take. Definitely Vivienne. I don't think Solus has as much a vested interest in this as I thought he might. Cassandra, definitely. Oh, and it's just those three. Okay. Yeah, confirm.
Announce us.
The Magister's invitation was for Mistress Llewellyn and no one else. You lot wait here.
Yeah, they're nothing. Don't worry about
They have
them.
to accompany me. You wouldn't deprive me of my attachés, would you?
They've got like big ass shields and armor. Oh, it worked. Okay. Oh, is that Dorian? This must be Dorian. I wonder how the kid will factor into this. Oh, the kid's by his side. It's weird to be back here in Redcliffe
My Lord Magister,
Castle.
the agents of the Inquisition have arrived.
My friend, it's so good to see you again. And your associates, of course. I'm sure we can work out some arrangement that is equitable to all parties.
Absolutely.
Are we mages to have no voice in deciding our fate?
Fiona, you would not have turned your followers over to my care if you did not trust me with their lives.
Because you simply, yeah, okay.
If the Grand Enchanter wants to be a part of these talks, then I welcome her as a guest of the Inquisition.
Thank you.
I'm sure he's delighted about that.
The Inquisition needs mages to close the breach, and I have them. So, what shall you offer in exchange?
Myself. Heart face. Nothing. We have connections. Tell me about the Venatori. I know you want me dead. Let's talk about time magic. These are all pretty aggressive openings. Yeah, let's go with the kind of a calmer one.
The Inquisition has many backers among the Orlesian nobility.
We're just
I'm sure we
stalling
can
for
find
time.
suitable compensation.
I'm not sure what the Orlesian nobility have to offer that I don't already possess.
She knows everything, Father.
Felix, what have you done?
trap has already failed. Why are you really here? No, we're stalling for time. Don't blow cover even faster than we need to.
Your son is concerned that you're involved in something terrible.
I guess we're blowing the cover.
So speaks the thief. Do you think you can turn my son against me?
The thief?
You walk into my stronghold with your stolen mark, a gift you don't even understand, and think you're in control.
Stolen? From who? Is it Tevinter magic?
You're nothing but a mistake.
Maybe like an experiment gone wrong?
If you know so much, enlighten me. Tell me what this mark on my hand is for.
It belongs to your betters. You wouldn't even begin to understand its purpose.
Father, listen to yourself. Do you know what you sound like?
He sounds exactly like the sort of villainous cliche everyone expects us to be.
Dorian, I gave you a chance to be a part of this. You turned me down. The Elder One has power you would not believe. He will raise the Imperium from its own ashes.
The Elder One, is that their new god, maybe?
That's who you serve. The one who killed the Divine. Is he a mage?
Soon he will become a god.
Oh, so sort of. He's like their leader.
The world bow to mages once more. We will rule from the Boric Ocean to the frozen seas.
You can't involve my people in this.
Alexius, this is exactly what you and I talked about never wanting to happen. Why would you support this?
Stop it, Father. Give up the Venatori. Let the Southern Mages fight the breach, and let's go home.
No, it's the only way, Felix. He can save you.
Oh, is Felix like terminally ill?
Save me.
There is a way. The Elder One promised if I undo the mistake at the temple.
I'm going to die. You need to accept that.
Yeah.
Seize them, Venatori. The Elder One demands this woman's life.
Oh, get wrecked. Get wrecked.
Your men are dead, Alexius.
He saw that. I think he saw.
You should never have existed.
No!
Interesting. So they've got. This is the time magic that he's doing. Hello, cat.
Blood of the Elder One. Where'd they come from?
The hell, do we just get teleported here? Oh. So it's just me and Dorian. Let's learn a little bit about Dorian while this is going on, in terms of what he has access to. Oh, he's got access to nothing. Oh, I have abilities. I should use them. Oh, short-term teleportation.
Not what Alexius intended. The rift must have moved us to what? The closest confluence of arcane energy?
The last thing I remember, we were in the castle hall.
Let's see. If we're still in the castle, it isn't. Oh, of course, it's not simply where, it's when. Alexius used the amulet as a focus. It moved us through time.
I love that icon. What? That doesn't sound good.
Did we go forward in time or back? And how far?
Those are excellent questions. We'll have to find out, won't we? Let's look around, see where the rift took us. Then we can figure out how to get back. If we can.
Oh, what if this is a, what if he took us to some, like future where they won? I'm looking at everything seems to be on fire and crystallized, so maybe this is a feature where like the Elder One wins. I don't know.
Alexius mentioned an Elder One in the hall. Do you know who he was talking about?
Leader of the Venatori, I suspect. Some Magister aspiring to godhood.
Probably not uncommon in
It's the same
Tevinter.
old tune. Let's play with magic we don't understand. It will make us incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
Evidently, it doesn't matter if you rip apart the fabric of time in the process.
What was Alexius trying to do?
I believe his original plan was to remove you from time completely.
Wouldn't that have
If
pissed
that
off the Elder
happened,
One?
you would never have been at the Temple of Sacred Ashes or mangled his Elder One's plan.
Gotcha.
I think your surprise in the castle hall made him reckless. He tossed us into the rift before he was ready. I countered it. The magic went wild, and here we are. Make sense?
Not really.
It just seems so insane.
I don't even want to think about what this will do to the fabric of the world. We didn't travel through time so much as punch a hole through it and toss it into the privy. But don't worry. I'm here. I'll protect you.
Oh, how lovely. Okay.
There were others in the hall. Could they have been drawn through the rift?
I doubt it was large enough to bring the whole room through. Alexius wouldn't risk catching himself or Felix in it. They're probably still where and when we left them. In some sense, anyway.
What if we can't get back? I mean, we'll see when that happens. Hope you have a plan. Well, let's just get moving.
Then let's go.
I'm right behind you.
Alright, so what's here? And let's see, character record. So I'm running under the assumption that he's going to be a full-time party member after this, so I'm going to do what I did before in terms of giving him barrier, elegant defenses, and now, oh, cancel, confirm. How do I get? Nope, that's not it. There we are. So now thunder or fire? Let's go straight fire, because, yeah, let's go straight fire. He seems like a fire boy. Flash fire. Ignite an enemy with searing pain, send them fleeing in panic. That sounds good. Burns brighter and hotter. Intensify, so increases the fear duration. That sounds pretty good, but I feel like there's a good chance they might be dead by the time that we care about. Well, how long does the normal fear last? 8 seconds. That's a long fear already. Immolate. You unleash a massive explosion, leaving enemies in the area burning in agony. So area effect burning. That sounds good. What's this? Wildfire. Burns hotter and longer. Increases the damage. That sounds worth it. Flashpoint. After you land a critical hit, your next spell cast doesn't trigger a cooldown period. Yeah, sure. Especially if you're hitting a lot of people. Pyromancer. You've mastered the summoning of fire, increasing the effectiveness when panicking, or your effectiveness when panicking or burning enemies. And he's going to be doing that a lot since he's a fire mage. Burning and fear bonus duration. Okay. Clean burn. Your spells burn away ambient magic that would otherwise slow down your casting. Every spell you cast shortens your active cooldown times. Especially if you don't have a lot of spells, then it seems really good. Let's see, so we do chaotic focus, so we have 3 choices for the last one. Fire mine, mark the ground with a glyph. It's been pretty good. That's a big bonus, and I don't think the enemies are smart enough to avoid it. That's a big attack. Let's do that. Versus wall of fire. Yeah, I think this seems super good. Yep, he is fire mage. Oh, and let me see if I can not make the mistake of before and actually not leave him naked like I did with poor Sarah. What else here? Dragonling scales. Yeah, so this looks like a lot of red lyrium. Yeah, a lot of red lyrium, so something to be a little bit concerned about, that it's just literally coming out of the walls here in Redcliffe. So maybe this is a little torture area. Why are there 2 portals? Oh, I can go right or left, okay. Let's see. Whoa. What the hell kind of statue is that? Someone's just carrying a giant head in their left hand. It's their own head too, isn't it? That's their own head. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. Upper cells. Loot some loot.
Alexius has made a dreadful mess of this place.
I didn't see this part of the castle.
It was covered in the tackiest carvings of wolves and dogs I'd ever seen. This is not an improvement.
Yeah, no picture or sculpture of a dog is tacky. None. It's physically impossible. They're all adorable. Can we go any further this way, or is this a dead end? Maybe this feels like a dead end. Yeah, this is the dead end. Which means I'm glad we came here first. Yeah, this is the way. Got some loot here, some prisoners left behind gold, as prisoners tend to do. Plate weave. Oh, this is a cloth thing. Oh, plaid weave. Plaid weave. So I keep seeing these lights on the ground. There's like ritual summoning circles. Jesus, is this from... No, I was going to say, is this from back when maybe they caught a blood mage here or something? Because that's literally, it's magic with blood, and there's blood on the walls. So what the hell is going down here? There's a skull. No, this isn't just a straight prisoner. This is like a systemic blood magic central down here. These statues have... Oh my god. Maybe this is the Deventer's doing? This is maybe like the cult of the Elder one? I see you. Let's loot stuff first, and then we'll come talk to you. Army Dirk.
Andraste blessed me, Andraste blessed me. My tears are my sins, my sins, my sins. Andraste guide me, Andraste guide me.
I know you. Do I know him?
Lysis? Hello?
Lysis?
Do you remember me?
Andraste blessed me, Andraste.
How do I know Lysis? Something screwed up his mind. Could just be torture, but I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's more magic than specific, like, torture. Physical torture, at least. That's really disturbing. And where is Lysis from? I don't remember Lysis myself. Enemies coming. Okay. Venatori Zealot.
It's a trap!
Burning. Okay. Yep, so fire magic seems pretty good. Prayer stones make sense for a fanatical cult. God, look at the design in this place. It is just overflowing with red lyrium. Are those prisoners hanging up there? It certainly looks like it. It's disturbing her and disturbing her. So either way of these takes me where I want to go. Okay. So I'm guessing this, oh god, all these dog heads just replaced with skulls. Skulls and blood magic. Which is the good way? This guy, so let's go here first. Tense Death through Vitar, okay. I'm actually gonna backtrack a bit to hit up this room first before I progress. Sorry, I know it's one of those go, go, go things, but like I don't know, I don't want to miss out on whatever cool treasure's there, so maybe we'll unlock this as a shortcut when we get to the other side. That bridge mode thing. Treasure. Abrasive rank. That was not worth it. But it wasn't like I spent a lot of time getting there. Back to the lower cells. Huh. Here's more of that. This feels like older, this Elder God thing. Any more prisoners here? Nope, no prisoners. Brilliant staff. Can you use a brilliant staff, my friend? You can, but you shouldn't. What's this? Bonnet. Oh, that's just a candle. Okay. So sufficiently disturbing. Again, this is so much red lyrium.
The light shall lead her safely through the paths of this world and into the next. For she who trusts in the Maker, fire is her water.
It's especially weird that the people who've been hypnotized here are like saying the chant of light when that doesn't seem like the thing that they'd be hypnotized to say. So she's got this red magic around her. Maybe Alexius was just an Inquisition soldier back from before. Maybe he's just with the Inquisition. I wish I remembered.
You've returned to us. Can it be? Has Andraste given us another chance? Maker, forgive me. I failed you. I failed everyone. The end must truly be upon us if the dead return to life.
Yeah, I'm guessing, again, I really think this is the future.
I'm not back from the dead, Cassandra. I just got... well, this is hard to explain.
Right?
I was there. The Magister obliterated you with a gesture.
Alexius sent us forward in time. If we find him, we may be able to return to the present.
Go back in time? Then, can you make it so that none of this ever took place?
That's my hope.
Alexius is master. After you died, we could not stop the Elder One from rising.
Yeah, this is post-apocalyptic.
Empress Celine was murdered. The army that swept in afterwards, it was a horde of demons. Nothing stopped them. Nothing.
I'm glad I missed that.
I should have been there to help you.
You're here now.
Why is she all red, though? Is she a demon herself and she's going to attack us? That feels likely. Nope. She has the power to walk through walls. That's nice.
What is this supposed to be? A pretend rescue to gain my trust? Do you think I'd fall for that?
I have a cat thing. I'll be back in just a few minutes. Sorry about that. I lost a little bit of recording, but not much. Basically, I broke out Vivian from the cell. I didn't really break her. I mean, she basically said, like, I guess let's go anywhere. It's got to be better than here. And I really am torn between what's going on with Vivian and Cassandra here. Like, they have all the signs of possession. Demons ran loose across the land, but they also don't feel like they're saying, like, yes, lead me out of this cell, mwahaha, let's just get to somewhere quiet where no one can hear you scream. Like, they don't seem like they're possessed in that way. maybe it's like Danganronpa, at least the Danganronpa series has a thing where, like, when someone becomes infused with despair, not magically, when they just give up hope, you see them, which happens a fair bit in that game. You see their eyes get swirly, they get like red effects around them, and maybe this is the same thing, or maybe this is a different kind of possession. Maybe this is like a demon of despair that doesn't really try to take over their personality or anything like that. It just saps them of their will. But even then, they left the cells. They didn't just sit there and say, I give up, there's no hope in anything. So I don't know. Or maybe it has to do with something about the Elder One. But that's going to be it for now. Thank you for watching. I will see you all later. And just so you know, procedure-wise, I'm going to be on a trip next week, and so I will be away from my computer, away from my PS4. But I'm going to try to record a few episodes in advance so that I can kind of preload them so that they'll go out. I'll keep up the every other day schedule while I'm away. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye-bye.